I want to big up one principal. One principal me in love with today. Just with today. It is not the principal of your castle. It is the principal of Irwin High School. I am in love with you. Make her read a letter that the principal sent home to some parents. It says, "Dear parent guardian, we have observed that there are changes to the tone and complexion of the skin of your child or ward. These changes are more visible on his or her face when compared to the photograph on the file. We are therefore asking for a medical report from a doctor concerning the condition, as we are not sure if it is contagious. If this is not forthcoming, we ask that the child or ward remains at home until his or her original complexion has returned and when it would have been deemed safe for him or her to be integrated into the school population." I love the principal of Irwin. Good letter.
Hi guys, this is the advisor and welcome back to my channel. Guys, you know, I am one of those men who always feel that men not supposed to cry. And I just recently had recommended you to one of my videos giving all the reasons why men should not cry. But me wake up this morning and I actually want ball. I want to put a piece of cow ball in. I don't know why. Because of Uno, my viewers and subscribers. You see guys, on the 31st of last month, 14 days ago, I reached 17,000 subscribers. And exactly 2 weeks away from the 31st, which is today, the 14th of November, I have added another 1,000 subscribers. And for me, getting 1,000 new subscribers in 14 days is a big deal for me. I give thanks for small mercies. As a matter of fact, to me, that's a big mercy. So I want to say to you, my viewers and subscribers, thank you. You know quality. And for you people who know quality, you're the type of people I'm trying to pull as close to me as possible. And I want to say I am expressing my total and unreserved gratitude. Thank you. I'm planning to reach 30,000 by December 31st. That's just 6 weeks away. And if there's any way that you guys can share or subscribe who has not yet subscribed to take me further to that ambitious new number, please do. Now, on to today's story. The Jamaica Constabulary Force is going to the dogs. And this seemed to have missed a lot of people. But let me bring you, my viewers and subscribers, up to date. 2 days ago, November 12th, Tuesday, November 12th, there was a graduation ceremony at the AC Hotel in Kingston. At that graduation ceremony, 99 Jamaica Constabulary Force sergeants were promoted to inspectors. And we might ask the question, why? Just round it off at 100. 100 new police inspectors? Based on what I have heard, I hear that there are already 470 inspectors of police in the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And if there's somebody up there who can correct me with these figures, please do so. But that's what I'm hearing. So there'll be now 570, nearly 600 inspectors of police. And this in a force that is around 13,000 strong. But that's not really the main issue. It has come to my attention that the majority of these men and women who have been promoted, that a significant amount of those who were promoted are situated at the office of the Commissioner of Police on Old Hope Road. These, of course, are a select group of officers who have never done a patrol or very little, have never done night duty, have never made an arrest, have never testified in a court, or very little, and have done no investigative work to speak of. What I'm hearing is that only about 22 of the lot have real police work and have done real police work out on the streets. And the commissioner of police is not among them, because he has never made an arrest either or done any police work, nor does he even know any law that governs this country, nor can he recite any of the notes from the press. Now, for those of you who were never policemen, you might not know what a presse is. But a presse is a French word. Precis. Yes, guys, you come here to learn. When you come here, so you come to learn. The presse is the handbook you're given up on being enlisted in the force, and you keep that presse until the day you leave the force, any number of years when you leave. Inside that presse is all the information, I wouldn't say all, but it is most of the information that you would need about the law. It is your personal Bible as a policeman, and on the general laws that you are supposed to be used, and all the things you will encounter during your career. All the basic groundwork laws that you as a policeman should know. The commissioner probably, if he see a press, he wouldn't even know it. And these inspectors, these newly promoted inspectors, what are the reasons? What do you think is the reason for them being promoted? The reason is most of them have a university degree, and by having a university degree, it gives them the right to sit down in air-conditioned offices like sweet boy and sweet girl and do a 9 to 5 like a regular office and then go home. No real police work. As I said, there are a few, but very few. It is things like these which carry down the force. Because here is what. There is this pretentious attitude inside the Jamaica Constabulary that once you have a degree, you should be rewarded with better salary and promotion. But as far as I'm concerned, that is a wrong concept. Why? Because let me tell you guys, there is such a thing as an educated fool. And I can tell you, I had lectured at the University of the West Indies from the year 2000 till 2002, and I can tell you this. Over those nearly 3 years, there are something I've come to realize, or not to realize, to confirm, because I knew that from I was in Scotland and London. There is such a thing as an educated fool. There are people who can have credentials long credentials, and them fool as furk. And you know, one of the things why I know from what I'm hearing from somebody who was not one of the inspectors promoted, but somebody who is connected to the course, is that there were no psychometrics testing. And the thing is, most people don't really understand the value of psychometrics testing in terms of these type of jobs. But first of all, what is psychometrics testing? It is some psychological analytic tests which are given, which shows one's ability to reason. It tests their cognitive ability, and it tests their ability to solve problems. Because if you don't know how to solve problems and you don't know how to really reason, your cognitive ability is off, then no matter how much degree you have, it can't help you. What these people, or what the police force should be promoting people for, is for their work. Don't promote them and then expect them to go out there and do the work, but rather have them go out and do the work and then you promote them after. All these newly promoted inspectors, they had spent about 3 months at the Jamaica Police Academy in Twickenham Park doing a course called the Inspector Development Course. So I think Jamaica Police Academy is the old-time name. It's called the National Police College of Jamaica. Now, here is a red flag with this course. Who sponsored this course? It was not the Jamaican government. It was sponsored by a foreign company, or should I say a foreign agency. So it was financed totally, or at least jointly, with an agency called the USAID, United States Agency for International Development. When they come into a country to destabilize a country, what they do is to create an elitist branch. A branch of people who answers to them and is subservient to them. They are highly paid, highly pampered, with secure positions, and are set to actually discombobulate the crime fighting measures that are taking place within a country. They did this just a few months ago with some persons who were upgraded to, I think, is DSPs. The whole purpose of this is to ensure that when hard-working policemen try to quell the crime monster, these paper pushers sit down in their offices and turn into a thorn in the side of really hard-working policemen. Now, I have a lot of policemen calling me because I'm in touch with a whole lot of them, and a lot of the news you see I get and I put out, it comes from policemen. And believe me, the force people are getting fed up. Because right now, you have young people in their late 20s, early 30s who are being promoted to high positions in the force, and they don't have any police experience. While at the same time, hard-working policemen who understand policing like the back of them hand, they can recite things from the press in their sleep and act in every way how policemen are supposed to behave. And they get no promotion. Why? Because them not have no degree or have no long piece of paper behind them name. But they know police work. I'll say one thing. If a person was to come to these people and give them a test now, ask them a question, what do you do? Tell me the complete process of what you would do during a sudden death. Now, in Jamaican law, what you call a sudden death is not like a traffic accident and somebody dies or somebody fall off a building or so. That a sudden death is really like a death in a home or an office. You die of a heart attack or you just sleep in your sleep, and where no signs of violence or foul play is suspected. That case is called a sudden death. I am sure that a lot of the people who have now been promoted to inspector have never been to a sudden death scene and have actually processed that sudden death scene from the time they arrived up until the death certificate is issued. And most of them probably don't even know what the process is if you just catch them flat-footed and ask them. But they get promoted to go sit in office and preside over the real hard-working policemen who know the law and who have been through the processes. Police today are disgruntled. Let me tell you something. I can speak for Elliston Road, I can speak for Central Police Station, and even St. Andrew Central, which is halfway through. Most of the time, it is a corporal in his 50s who is running these stations and station guard. And sometimes, even at these divisional headquarters, it is a senior constable. When I say constable, a senior in years of service, but still a constable. And they are in charge of station guard duty and of overseeing the entire station area for the duration of his shift. And this is so rarely you see a sergeant manage and is overseeing station guard duties. And I mean even at divisional headquarters. So it's worse because take Central Police Station for example. Central Police Station have several outstations. There is Fletcher's Land, Alman Town, Gold Street, City Center, and maybe one or two more. And at nights, only constables are on duty. Days, weekends, public holidays, only constables are on duty. Rarely do you find a senior, a sub-officer. But these station guards know the work. Right now, the rank and file members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force are seriously demotivated. They put in a lot of effort, especially those constables in their 30s and 40s who are nowhere near getting a promotion even though them know the work. And because of that, these policemen, these constables are not putting their best foot forward. They try to avoid getting into any conflict with anybody, neither gunman nor even their senior officer. They rather tell a senior officer about him mama than to tell a bad man the same thing. Because they realize that there are absolutely no rewards for good work. At the moment, this situation doesn't seem to have any end in sight. And we cannot expect that with this Commissioner of Police that anything will change. And one of the reasons why things won't change is because the Police Federation, which is the union for the Jamaica Constabulary Force, is not doing anything. Because guess what? I hear that one of the person who was promoted to inspector was actually part of the same program and had been promoted. Because once you become an inspector of police, you can no longer be a part of the Jamaica Police Federation. So the Jamaica Police Federation is right now is a shell, a shadow of its former self. It is no longer effective, and it's not going to look after the rank and file men anymore, because whoever heads the police federation, they are going to try to suck up to management so that they can get a promotion and leave. Anyway guys, this is something to look into. Like, share, leave a comment below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.